Hey, this week on Phasmo Unsolved, we are going to Ghostmortum in hope to find some answers to the question, are ghosts real? I am Ferdy.
I am Black Mist.
And today we are looking back out on our experiences leading up to the biggest adventure. There have been many tales, stories and rumors, but how much of that we did experience?
Plenty, I would say. But only because I kept seeing it face to face.
Yeah, sure. You still say that, and I still don't believe it.
Anyway, let's look at some of our favorite moments and noteworthy experiences we have shared, shall we?
Shall we just start with all my souvenirs? You know, I collected so many during all these things that we go through, all the houses, all the sites, all these lovely haunted places. And
You took one from every single place.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's 11 places that we have been through. Let's take a look on the things. You're not even real. You've like that candle? You're just drafting with the wind, buddy. Oh my god. Like, I'm gonna steal one of your Bibles. Goodbye. The Bible. I love Timmy for real. Timmy is such an awesome friend. But yeah,
Timmy's nice.
the lights flickering, and they said weird stuff in weird positions like toys. I'm just gonna steal this teddy bear.
Wow. I was gonna say, I'm gonna do them a favor. Oh wow, there's a fork there. There's another cup. Let's just
You know what?
Put these in the kitchen.
I'm gonna get this little kettle.
There we go.
You know why?
Are you claiming the kettle as your souvenir?
Hey, how can I have a tea party with Timmy, my teddy bear, read him his story of the Bible without some tea? I got 2 balls in the hallway.
Them
I will
balls.
take one as a souvenir this time. Why not?
Oh, the ballsy choice.
My souvenir!
Of all the things
What?
you would take what is potentially a cursed item with you. You are.
Chris, back me up, buddy.
I don't think you should take a laptop.
See, he agrees with me. You know, that's a little bit expensive.
You know what?
Too much. They missed that.
Now I got a pussycat.
Okay, picture of the family cat, fine.
Get cuffed.
Wow, I thought you were going to say that's your souvenir.
Maybe.
Little did I know. Fair enough.
It's mine now. So, since I haven't decided on a souvenir, I'm probably gonna take whatever this might be. Ooh, this is a beer bottle. You know what?
Wow.
I deserve it after today. Good night. Huh. That's mine. You cannot tell me otherwise, ghost. The music box, love it. I still find it weird, but also not, that there are hatches in these places. Maybe this is gonna be my souvenir. A nice book to read when I'm having my tea party. No, that would be good.
You collected a lot of stuff, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't the contract everybody went to when we gamed there to investigate. Every owner knew I would take at least one item. That's like leverage in case we die. We have the items.
It was an insurance policy, but I still agree, and Chris agreed with me. Taking a laptop, it's a bit much.
Nah, I still wish I had the laptop. But to look back on all these items, I don't know if I think either the cat's picture, the pussycat, or I don't know, the music box, either one of those two is my favorite.
I'd have gone with the music box myself. I liked the sound of the music box. It was a little creepy, but sometimes, it's a bit nice.
Yeah. It is nice to listen to backwards now, isn't it?
Backwards?
Have you not listened to it backwards?
No.
Huh.
I'm
Well-
pretty sure that's a bad idea.
Why? Do you think it's cursed like the mirror?
Probably.
I still don't believe in the ghost, and you still think I'm haunted by them now?
I'm waiting for something to happen to you. That's the answer.
Yeah, we're still gonna have this discussion. Like, you remember when we was effing the ghost about the alien ghost situation?
Oh. Yeah, I think that was the experience that made me realize it's not a good idea to actually mess around near ghosts.
What do you mean mess around near ghosts? We're just investigating if they are real.
Yeah, but we weren't exactly being polite, were we?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's look back at it.
Let's.
You?
Fuck you.
No! Fuck you!
Cut. Should I turn the light off again? Oh.
Oh. I think I saw an alien move in the corner of my eye.
I didn't see anything.
Chris, your freaking
lights.
phone!
Wait, what's that?
What was what? Did you see
I
the
don't know.
alien too?
I saw a shadow moving towards the cameraman.
You never know. If I look back on this video, I still believe it's an alien. That's all I'm saying.
Well, to be fair, a lot of ghosts have just come running straight toward me.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it has come straight towards you. Apparently to our cameraman Chris. Never to me though.
Yeah, never to you, which is weird.
Well, I still will think ghosts are going to the one who is scared for it. And
Maybe.
it's not
Maybe
me,
that is how it works.
because I don't believe in them.
Even when they're standing right in front of you.
Yeah, well, you know how I feel about ghosts. They're just stories. Ghost stories. Like the time we had, like, our lovely Susan explain their
Oh,
part.
Susan. Yes. Lovely Susan.
Susan was lovely indeed. Should we take a look back at Susan's video that we found?
Absolutely.
Hello, ghoul investigators. My name's Susan, and I work at a high school in the south of the United States of America. It's a pretty normal high school, just like any other high school you would expect. We've got classrooms, we've got a cafeteria, we've got a gymnasium with basketball hoops. Just a pretty normal and regular high school. And I'd been working there for a couple of years. I was pretty, well set into my role in the school. I teach social studies, and I had stayed after one evening to do some extra grading and spell check some things and get my lessons ready for the next day. And I didn't realize just how late it had gotten. And the sun was setting, and it kind of got dark in the rest of the school. I don't think anybody had left lights on in the other classrooms. But I didn't necessarily feel scared or worried or anything because it's just a normal school. That was until some weird stuff started happening. And call me a non-believer, but I've never really believed in ghosts. I've never really believed in the paranormal. But there were some things that happened that I can't really explain. I was sat at my desk, grading papers, just going through and taking a look at them, correcting them, all of that stuff. And the phone in my classroom started to ring. So I answered it, and there wasn't anybody on the other line. That's not too big of a deal. That kind of stuff happens all the time. So I hung it up, and it rang again not too long later, and nobody was on the other line.
I
And
still
this
can't
kept
believe we had the phone
happening,
as well.
And at first I was annoyed, and then I was a little bit weirded out, because I was pretty sure I was the only one left in the building, and that just kind of felt a little bit uneasy anyways. I just tried to ignore it. I got back to grading papers and it stopped after a little bit. I basically stopped answering it, hoping that if someone was doing a prank, that would kind of put them off doing it. And for a little bit longer, things were okay. I didn't want to stay too super late, but also I was comfortable in what I was doing and I wasn't worried. And while I was sat there, after the phone had stopped ringing for a while, I kept seeing shadows kind of out of the corner of my eyes. And I thought maybe cars were passing by on the street and casting some shadow into the classroom or something. But it kind of felt like the shadows would move whenever I would go to look at them, which was kind of weird. And at that point, I got a little bit more uneasy. The sun had pretty much set by that time, and the only lights that were on were the ones in my classroom and some of the emergency lights in the hallway since everybody else had gone home, even the janitors. And I thought, it's probably also time for me to go home too. As I was leaving, the door shut behind me by itself. Maybe it was the wind, who knows? Which kind of put me like into a mood of I should get out of here a little bit faster, just in case. I'm not afraid of ghosts or anything, but I was kind of just like, okay, this is a little weird. And as I walked down the hallway, each door that I passed either rattled or closed on its own and slammed shut. So I started walking even faster towards the exit. I was really worried. My heart was beating super fast. I didn't know what was going on, or if I was being pranked, or if just some sort of weird, like, environmental thing was happening. And I hurried to the front door, and when I was pulling on it, I was shaking it, I was trying to get it open. I knew that the front door wasn't supposed to be locked at that time because they usually come back and lock it later just in case anybody's still in the building. And I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around, no one was there. I kept trying to get the door open, and finally it opened and I left. And ever since then, I've been a little bit too afraid to grade papers there unless I know other people are in the building. So if there's no one else there, I just bring them home. So I was wondering if you guys would like to come out and maybe see if you can find any evidence here, because I myself, a non-believer, have had an experience.
It is still strange if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Just like the school we went to is so abandoned that even when looking back at the video, I'm not quite sure if like it was actively an old video or just a recent video.
Yeah, I think it was recent when it was done, but I think that school had been long abandoned by the time we got there.
Yeah, and it is still strange that her phone rang, our phone rang, Chris's phone
There was
rang.
another phone rang. Yeah, I heard one.
All those ringing them bells.
Oh yeah, them bells.
You gotta love them bells. At least I do.
You like your bells. Yeah,
Yeah.
you like your bells.
It still always takes me back to Margaret. The first episode where we just were talking about a ghost named Margaret with her bell in the medical institution.
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was, but I'm pretty sure some stuff happened there.
Well, you still think that? I guess.
I saw it.
Yeah, you always see it.
Yeah, if only my camera worked.
Yeah, the first episode, like your camera went jank. I blame it on the old equipment.
We got better stuff since
We have
then.
it now, yeah.
Absolutely.
Which, I guess, the better stuff when we went to the prison. Remember the broadcast we found? Let's
Yeah.
look, or let's hear it again. Like, we can look at it, but let's hear it again.
Yeah, let's give it a listen.
This is Jim Smeggy reporting to you live. The names and places in this report have been redacted in order to protect those involved. I'm here at a local prison where we've heard from a reliable source there's been rioting and all manner of issues occurring inside. This follows on from claims that some of the inmates have been found dead with no explainable reason as to how. And the inmates are adamant they're sharing their cells with ghosts. The riot began a few hours ago when some of the cell doors opened by themselves for no apparent reason or fault, so the report claims. Some of the inmates tried to flee the area as quickly as possible, and however, others did take a more violent approach and have been attacking guards and inmates indiscriminately, almost like they were possessed. No one can tell us at this time when this will be under control or what the aftermath of this rioting will be. However, I imagine the believers will say that there have been a few more supernatural inmates at this prison after today and will never be granted parole.
And that you still think the prisoners were possessed and killing each other? I still think it was just a normal riot.
Nah, there was something else to that riot. Trust me. I felt it. I saw it. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, I think what you think of is like Jim Smagley or in like these things already. Like that man. I think if we're having off about supernatural things, I think Jim Smagley might be a vampire because that man is like how old?
Nobody knows. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speculation.
Just to think of it that...
Granted.
Yeah, but just think of it that they are also found in old broadcast footage. And we don't know how old. But the prison was so empty and broken down.
And yet you still found something to take with you.
Yes, like I always do.
Terrible.
Damn cuffs.
I mean, they're not going to need it, are they?
The cuffs, you mean?
Yeah, they won't need them.
Well, you cannot imprison something that's like non-existing, you know?
I think you could.
I'm not sure, but hey, I believe you. But speaking of being trapped in a body, do you think I was possessed when I threw a knife at you? And apparently you threw a fork in my face.
Oh, no. You threw a knife at me. Full on. However, I never touched that fork.
Let's see if the footage says differently.
Go on then. Put that down, sir.
Am I not allowed to hold a knife in
it's
a nice place like this?
You know what?
Hey.
It's fine. You do you.
Just imagine if I get possessed. Yeet!
Wow.
There goes your willy.
Did we turn this light off?
I did.
Oh, right, okay.
Did you just throw a freaking fork in my face?
That was not me. I turned the light on.
I still think you wanted revenge for me throwing that knife at you.
I mean, I do want revenge, but I could not have thrown. I was facing the other way when it got thrown. Like,
there's no proof of that.
Well,
Chris wasn't there. I was looking towards the window. When I turned around, it was
I wasn't
night.
recording at the time.
Yeah, well, that's on you.
You believe what you believe, but I'm pretty sure you might have possessed at one point afterwards.
Yeah, and I know all the bits that you put together to still make me believe there are ghosts. I still don't believe in them. You know that, right?
You still don't believe.
Yeah,
Well,
I still don't believe.
We'll see if you ever change your mind, won't we?
Well, we can look at the footage again, and I can tell you I don't believe.
You'll see one. You'll see one day, I'm sure.
Isn't it?
True.
What do you
Hello.
mean? Hi.
Goodbye, I think.
Okay, bye.
No, not you. I saw someone.
What do you mean you saw someone? I see a lampshade, that's all.
You don't see someone
It's a
behind that
cool-looking
lampshade.
one. Wait, you're telling me that's not a regular lampshade shaped as a man?
No, a lampshade shaped like a man wouldn't be holding a machete. That's
Are
gone.
you sure it's not the hatchet?
Look, it's going again. I love this ghost. This ghost definitely has a script. Not.
Did it get it this time for real?
No, it's
Chris,
way
did you
too
send it
freaking
by
active.
email or by letter?
I'm pretty sure it needs to be telegraphed.
Bitch.
It is actually.
Soon it's going to blow these lights. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to go somewhere else.
Right.
Okay.
Sir.
What? The ghost? Bitch! Go the fuck off! Okay. Maybe there was some actor that gotten some kind of script.
No.
Or
Depending how you put it, it's either it's an actor who got a script, or it's a ghost who was very active, and we may have been losing our mind.
yeah, I still can't remember anything of that night. So these recordings, I don't know. Like looking back at them, I don't know. I really don't know if it's real or not.
Well, I mean, the recordings kind of say it all, in my opinion.
All your solo investigations, except for 2, I believe, you came out like,
gonna say,
"Oh,
yeah.
I saw something."
Not everyone, but a lot.
Was that everything, by the way? Did we run out of
I think
clips?
so. Are there any other bits that we missed that we found particularly entertaining? Crazy moments where we just completely lost the plot?
Well, you had some sounds that about like laughing.
There have been moments where we've both just completely lost it.
Shall we look at them?
Is it time? Shall we do this? Shall we play with this here toy?
You wanna take a ball with you?
Oh crap! I nearly forgot my toy.
That's what she said.
Highly inappropriate.
What do you mean?
There are times where I wonder why. Wow, you even got the cameraman involved.
Well, goodbye. Yeah, that high school.
High school was amazing, but also terrifying.
I guess speaking of terrifying, I haven't told you yet, but I might have booked us a last gig for next week.
One last one.
Yeah. You know where it all started, right?
Oh yeah, way back
Where-
in the asylum of all places.
I got some new information, some rumors, some stories. I contacted the owner of the land again. And we're going there again as a last hurrah to everything we've done here. To make sure that with new equipment, you might finally get proof that ghosts are real.
Okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
That the tarot cards that we pulled in the campsite are gonna come true. Remember?
Oh god, yeah, we pulled death, didn't we?
We both pulled it.
Yeah, that's
something to figure out next week.
That's foreboding. Well then, until next week,
Enjoy
I guess.
everything you stand for. And believe in ghosts! Or not. I don't care. Because I don't believe
Believe
in
in
them.
ghosts.
No, don't.
No. I say believe in them.
No,
They're
don't.
real. Do it!
No! Don't believe in them.
I believe in them. And you should too.
Because it's our ghost. And not yours.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on Phasmo Unsolved. And remember to click that bell to get notifications. Could be a mimic.